You're watching 48 Fastcast.
All right, y'all, 7:01 is your time right now. If you haven't gone outside yet, you probably feel the chill inside your home because it is very, very cold out there right now.
Grab the jacket, you might even grab a scarf if you want to today because it's a little chilly, guys.
Plenty of scarves at the Christmas parade last night. Whatever you wore to the parade, probably not a bad attire choice when you're heading out to work or school here this morning. Wind chill at the moment in the mid-20s to low 30s, but there's some good news in the forecast for your Wednesday. We get to enjoy some sunshine today. You might not see it first thing this morning. Got kind of a mix of sun and clouds developing by mid to late morning, but we'll hit a high of 46 and no rain today. So sun, no rain, and very little wind too. That's another good part of the forecast. We're expecting some very light, colder rain showers early tomorrow morning, but a second system moves in Thursday evening, overnight into Friday. That will bring our best chance of rain. And then even through the weekend, our temperatures do stay well below average. We've got a light breeze right now out of the northeast. We'll talk more about your Wednesday coming up.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
Been a bit of a slow go here for this morning commute, but happy to say on 565, the accidents on our graphic have cleared, but the backup goes all the way from County Line Road to Greenbrier, and it's going to extend your drive in from Decatur to Huntsville. Drive times already have been increasing. Once you get past that accident, it's clear, but drive times for Decatur to Huntsville already up now to almost 40 minutes to get from Decatur to downtown Huntsville through that accident. Jonathan.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Well, 8 people are without a home after an early morning fire in Huntsville. Now, this happened just before 3 a.m. at a home on Maston Lake near the Parkway. Crews on the scene tell us that it started in the basement. The district fire chief tells us the family of 8 was displaced due to this. Now, thankfully, though, no one was hurt. Well, a man who shot and killed a Huntsville police officer back in 2019 is arguing that his trial was unfair. LeJeremy Brown is appealing his conviction. He was found guilty in 2023 of murdering Billy Clardy III, and he was also sentenced to death. Clardy was a Huntsville drug enforcement agent who was shot and killed during that sting operation. Court documents we obtained show that Brown is arguing his right to a fair trial was violated. He also alleges new evidence revealed after the trial could have resulted in a different outcome.
Well, we have new details this morning on the case against a Huntsville police officer charged with both burglary and kidnapping. Brandon O'Field has been denied bond. A judge ruled yesterday that O'Field is a danger to the public. He's accused of breaking into his ex-girlfriend's home on Thanksgiving before holding her and another person at gunpoint for nearly 4 hours. Authorities say he threatened to shoot both victims in the head and force them to perform various degrading acts. His next court date has not been set. O'Field is one of 7 Huntsville police officers or former officers who have been arrested this year. We recently learned about the arrest of Officer Jacob Hughes. He was taken into custody in Florida in May on a DUI charge. The other 5 arrested are on your screen right now.
Well, a Lacey Springman has been found not guilty of assaulting an officer by reason of mental defect. Now, Charles Aldridge was charged with second-degree assault back in 2021. He was accused of hitting a Morgan County Sheriff's deputy in the face, and court documents obtained by our media partners at the Decatur Daily show that a judge later determined that Aldridge didn't pose a threat. He has been released from jail. Now, a Morgan County judge wants answers in a human trafficking case. Prosecutors are set to appear in court tomorrow to explain why the case against Luis Morales has not been presented to a grand jury and why evidence was not given to the defense. Morales was arrested in a sex sting operation in Hartselle back on March 7th. Our media partners at the Decatur Daily report that authorities believe he tried to pay a minor for sex. He is charged with human trafficking, electronic solicitation of a child, and traveling to meet a minor for sex.
4 people in Madison County have been indicted on charges related to an alleged account takeover scheme. Devontae Lanier, Damian Collins, DeShannon Richardson, and Kalia Moore are all charged with aggravated identity theft, conspiracy of bank fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. They're accused of targeting members of an unnamed credit union who did not have online banking profiles. Federal authorities allege the scheme took place for more than 2 years, dating back to 2023. Well, still to come, we talk about what one local business owner is doing to bring in more revenue as cocoa prices continue to rise. Well, in the last year, cocoa prices have almost doubled due to poor harvests, inflation, and tariffs.
Yeah, just this past month, President Trump has removed tariffs on cocoa over those high consumer prices, and some local businesses are breathing a sigh of relief. Now, we checked in with the Chocolate Gallery here in Huntsville about rising prices earlier this year. Now, the owner, Kimberly Belcher, says since March, they've seen an increase in chocolate prices of around 19%. Belcher says a number like that can have a major impact on small businesses, so they're pulling out all the stops to keep from passing that price increase on to their customers. Now, she says on TikTok that has came into play. Now, the Chocolate Gallery is offering viral treats to combat the costs to buy chocolate, dirty sodas, and now the very popular viral fruit pastries.
Definitely did see an increase in price of about 19% since the last time that you were here. Fortunately, we haven't had to raise our prices, just trying to do other things to bring people in. I call them the viral fruit pastries, and they all have like a fruit center with some kind of mousse around them, and then they're dipped in chocolate that gives it that fruit, that crunch that everybody's looking for, and then that fruit shape.
Now, the good news is that Belcher is also consistently selling out of those pastries, but she says her Christmas wish is that cocoa prices would go down.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
Getting into the season of sweets and all the holiday cookies, so delicious. All right, here's how today looks hour by hour. Notice we actually get to see the sun here in December. Haven't seen it so far yet since the month turned over, but December 3rd, here we go. We've got sunshine today. High temperatures will warm up into the mid-40s. We're expecting more clouds to build in overnight into early tomorrow morning. This is Thursday here at 6 a.m. Very light, cold showers, mainly for locations south of the Tennessee River. A big portion of the day Thursday will be dry, but we are going to stay cloudy. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. We've got more widespread, kind of colder showers coming in overnight into Friday morning. This will track off to the east, then just a cloudy, damp, kind of cold, breezy day to end the week on Friday. We've got more opportunity for cold rain coming in Saturday night into Sunday. Look at our temperatures just staying in the 40s until we get into next work and school week. We'll be at least a little bit closer to average there with highs in the mid-50s at the end of your 10-day forecast.
All right, well, sounds good to see the sun today, Eric.
Yes.
For sure, love to see that. Definitely still going to be a little chilly outside. So
Yeah. Bundle up and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later.